I am so stoked to have my next guest back on the program. He just dropped a brand new album called Walk Like Me. Robert DeLong. Dude, how are you?
Amazing. How's it going? Good to see you.
Yeah, man, it's been eons. We were just chatting about when we last saw each other off camera. I think it was like Outside Lands, but we don't know which year it was.
It was 5 to 7 years ago, one way or the other. So, yeah.
You know what? We're at that age where we can say, yeah, 5 to 7 years, something like that, right? How have you been?
I've been great, honestly. Yeah. I mean, it's been a wild couple year ride, but definitely doing good now. Have a new record out, which is exciting, and hitting the road here in a couple days.
By the way, I think we're all accustomed to these Zoom interviews now, but man, what a setup you have here.
Oh, yeah. This is my rehearsal studio. Yeah, getting ready for tour. So yeah, I have my video screen in the background, so I can like test out my live visuals, and you can kind of see like my joystick controller and drums and stuff. So yeah.
It's like you're a YouTuber ready to start reviewing a new product or something.
Yeah, no, this is my little like cave that I live in probably 12 hours a day, for better or worse.
You are very, very technologically inclined. You're plugged in, and now you have your own social coin.
That's right.
RDL, which I find so fascinating. And I've been trying to talk to artists about NFTs and crypto and all these things, because that's kind of like where things are headed. How long have you been involved in this space?
Yeah, well, I mean, the coin just launched in the last like week and a half, but we'd been planning it for the last like 5 months or so. And it just, kind of came about organically. Somebody worked with this company, Rally, that we had worked with before in the past. And the conversation came up, would you want to start an RDL coin? I was like, what does that even mean? But honestly, it's a great way to, in a lot of ways, cut out the middleman for a lot of like exclusive things that you can interact with me. Other, great things like I can have like drum lessons or like production lessons with people who want that kind of thing. But even beyond that, it's like I'm going to like do a remix for somebody that's paying for that with crypto, and it's kind of a way to, kind of directly support me without having a lot of these other things in the way. So, for me, it's a really good thing, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm excited to see where it goes.
Did you get into the whole crypto mania, so to speak, over the last year and a half? Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, all the others?
No, I wish I would have, I guess, in retrospect. But no, I kind of just kept my head down in the studio and was just vaguely aware of all that stuff going on. So
wow,
I got no crypto coin besides RDL coin.
And then what about NFTs? Because that's a thing, especially as an artist. That is something you can really take advantage of, not only creating and monetizing your art in another way, but also exposing your art to a different audience.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to explore that further. We've started out with some just kind of like a baseline NFTs that were like kind of cool things involving the album art and some sounds and stuff. But I'm really excited to kind of explore that, because I feel like, I'm a kind of naturally like creative person, and I always love working on things, and I love weird stuff, and I feel like that's a good space to kind of explore kind of weird, like, what is this thing? Little weird pieces of art that I think some people would like, and be a way to, again, support me, but also let somebody have something special.
So this is awesome. You have your crypto social coin, and you're offering master classes, and you're giving a lot of exclusives to fans, especially when it comes to new music. And this album, I've listened to it, is really great. And I really hear a lot of the mental thought process of the ups and the highs and the lows that you've gone through, from a relationship to analyzing life and those kind of things. Is this a snapshot from this more immediate period of time, or are there other instances where that goes back a bit?
I would say this is like, that record was basically compiled over the course of 3 years, songs and experiences. And it's probably one of the more autobiographical records in a lot of ways. I ended a 10-year relationship early 2019. So obviously that's a huge part of my life, and there's a lot of that in there. Certainly a lot of songs that are explicitly about that, and then also sort of the aftermath. You lose your mind for a good 6 months after something like that, because your safety net is gone, your whole life has changed. So yeah, that was definitely kind of, I suppose, the central, I guess, instigating factor for a lot of the songs, but got some sort of varying versions of songs out of that. You know, everything from sort of like almost like silly resentment songs to, you know, sadness to angst, you know, the whole gamut of emotions, which, you know, that's what a relationship is. So,
Right.
yeah.
And we hear that in various songs. You're talking about yourself, did it to myself, right?
Right.
And then you have my own worst enemy or own worst enemy
Right.
as well. So there's a lot of internal investigation, analysis, and those kind of things. Did you have a therapist involved as well to help you manage those feelings, or are you kind of wading through this creatively?
You know, actually, I was going to therapy initially after the breakup, and then yeah, I mean, during this last year, I hadn't been, but yeah, I probably should have been, but yeah, we, you know, I made it through. Yeah, and I feel positive now. But definitely, yeah, I mean, you know, highly suggest therapy. It's a helpful thing for sure, just to be able to talk to anybody. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Other aspects on this album touch on what I think is kind of commentary or an observation of what's going on now with a song like "Don't Be Afraid."
Oh, yeah.
You're basically saying we're all here for a period of time anyway, so don't be afraid, and so forth and so on. Was that song inspired by, informed by the current events?
I suppose so. I think that song, you know, to be perfectly honest, that one, some songs just kind of like appear in your brain, and that one just kind of appeared in my brain one day. I woke up and it's like, "Don't be afraid, we're all gonna die." Like, that's kind of a cute, but like kind of silly and vaguely morbid,
Right.
like nursery rhyme of a song. And yeah, that one, yeah, I just kind of fell out. You know, I kind of took a few different experiences and thoughts and kind of shoved them together, and yeah, I don't know. That one's a lot of fun. And I think that one is actually pretty in line with a lot of songs I've written in the past. I mean, everything from Long Way Down to Global Concepts really do touch on, you know, just how short life is, and, you know, sort of like our own mortality. And in light of that, you know, this is something that I always loved, like that Alan Watts would say, you know, in light of that, how do we deal with that? You know, if we all know we're going to die, that's the worst thing that's going to happen to us. Like, how bad can everything else be? You know, so that's sort of the outlook I've always tried to project here and there in my music, and I think that one snuck through onto this record for sure.
Yeah, when at first listen, it certainly jolted a lot of feelings, or the same vibe as a Flaming Lips song. You know, do you realize? You know.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Oh yeah, and it definitely has some of that, like, kind of like hip hoppy psych rock kind of thing going on for sure. Yeah.
Exactly. How do you view death?
How do I view death? Well, I mean, I suppose in that way, I know we're all going to die. I'm going to die. I'm not religious at all, so, you know, I'm pretty sure this is it. I got this body. I got this time. So
you don't think there's some energy that you embody and that you're gonna float away into a different version, a different form?
No, I'm sorry. I don't. I'm unfortunately just a, you know, run of the mill, you know, atheist, materialist. But that doesn't mean, you know, I think that, you know, I think because of that, it puts the impetus on all of us to really value our experiences more and really think about every moment of our life, or try to let it be important. Yeah, but, you know, I don't want to put too fine a point on it. I think that people should, you know, enjoy the lives that they have, and experience and think about the future, that you know, however they want to.
Absolutely. Well, I know it's kind of a morbid topic of conversation, but since we're talking about
I wrote the
right?
song, so I mean, you know.
Well, hey, congrats on this album. I'm totally digging it, and I can't wait to see you perform these songs live.
I can't wait to play for you. I can't wait to see you in the flesh.
Yes. Appreciate the time. Congrats on this, and great talking to you.
All right. Thanks for having me.